Hello, today I have trained an AI model using two images respectively and sunscreen and serum using Google Teachable Machine. Now let's see what are the results that I got while training. So totally I have trained 4 times and the fourth one was the final testing. There are multiple errors which I encountered while testing at testing number 1, testing 2, testing 3 and testing 4. Let's go through. Let's just see a sample of images which I used for testing, and here is the sample of images that I used for testing. Now these are all the sunscreen and these are the serum. I have uploaded these and these images to the Google model learning machine model at the testing stage 1. Let's see what I got at this testing stage 1. At testing stage 1, about the upload, let's see how much images I uploaded. I have uploaded about 10 sunscreen images and 10 serum images, total 20 images to the training model. And for the training settings, I have just used the default settings which the Google Teachable Machine is set. Next is the observation what I faced during this. The main observation was everything worked completely fine, but the serum was identified correctly and the sunscreen was not, because the image I have actually, if we can see in the image, I have tuned the image like that quality to be disrupted. Here in this image I have highlighted the brightness and the highlights, so the image won't be that much clear. Here same as well, and also in the some of the serums I have made it bit more pixelated, so the AI won't even understand the image at the first instance. So it would be great for training the model at fewer stages. Now if we see the reason, like because I have used very small amount of images, approximately 20, so the data set is also too less for a model to be completely trained and identified. Next, I have used various backgrounds and various floorings, so which is not in one place, so identification is also depending on result. In the result, if we see the sunscreen, we find after training the model I have uploaded an image of the sunscreen, and at the first training system my sunscreen outcome was 0% and my serum outcome was 100% as yet, so the final result was incorrect. Next is the serum. Next, while using the serum, you can see the output that it identified the serum perfectly, but so the prediction was 100% and the result is also 100 and correct. So at the testing number 1, the AI model correctly identified the sunscreen. Next, training attempt 2. About the uploads, approximately I have uploaded 20 images, the 10 from previous and another new 10 images as I shown here. These are all the 10 images which are all of high clarity, and total 40 images as a data set I have uploaded to the training model. Now for some better understanding of the AI model, I have tuned some of the parameters. So let's see what are all I tuned. I have tuned the epochs to 75. The basic was around 60 and I have tuned it to 75. Next is the batch size. I have tuned it to 16. So what happens is the total image is 40. It divides 40 by 16 approximately 5 times. It runs 5 times. So the AI model is rendering 5 times to the image, so it can study more. And the learning rate, I have increased the learning rate by 0.0002%, so the image will undergo the cycles, so the AI will understand it a bit more. Now here we can see some of the observation. Quality of the image is being improved, so the AI also comparatively like identified the items bit more correctly. Next, as I said, the sunscreen was identified like very little bit. This suggests that the model is beginning to understand the image and the product what I'm showing it. So these are all the sunscreen images and these are all the serum images that I have uploaded in the testing too. And if we see the result, while I uploaded the sunscreen image, now it is showing 59% as sunscreen. So the confidence level shows that the sunscreen is 59% and serum is 41%. So approximately, while we calculate through the majority percentage, and the AI model is telling it's sunscreen, but it is not at the topmost level like the serum. So it is correct but not 100%. Now if we give the serum is around 96%, which is where the AI is obviously telling it is compulsory or mandatory, it is an serum, and it's showing 4% of sunscreen due to some of the background effects and the distance. Both of these photos are taken at a wide angle distance, so identification of the product might be a bit difficult for the AI. Now this is the result of testing number 2. Next let's go to the testing number 3. Next, about testing number 3, I have uploaded another amount of 10 images to the previous 20 images, so total 30 in Sunscreen and 30 in Serum. These are all the new 10 images where I have uploaded in the testing number 3. So total 60 images, and I have maintained the same parameters as of the testing number 2, so I can find what is the difference between the image quality and these things. And here also I noticed a bit more improved model performance, and the model it started to identify the objects in a nicer level. But when the image goes to a long distance, it was a bit difficult for the model. As the data set was too small, I just shot around close distant images. Now if we see at the result, at Sunscreen shows around 97%, which is a massive increase from the first two testings. Now it shows Sunscreen as 97% and Serum as 3%, which is obviously correct. But here comes the twist. After the testing number 3, the percentage of Serum's confidence has dropped down from 96% to 59%, because the AI model is training various items, so it has dropped. And obviously it shows majority but not 100% majority. Now both of these are correct, but the result of Sunscreen is more accurate than the Serum, and I have maintained the same parameters as test number 2. Now let's go to the final test. This is the training attempt number 4, where I got an accurate result. I have uploaded another 10 images, total of 80 images, and I have tuned the values. I have tweaked the epochs from 75 to 100, and I have reduced 0.0001 value of the learning rate to make the machine learn bit more intensely. Now here the observation, the data set from the previous batch now has increased. So at the starting we had total of 20 data sets elements, and now we have approximately 80 data set elements. So the AI recognizes the elements bit more attractively and bit more in a detailed manner. Now let's see what result I got. These are the final 10 images that I have uploaded. So here I have took 2 products in each item. Like sunscreen, I have took 2 sunscreen. As we can see, 2 sunscreen of different color, different brand, and different labeling. So, and same as serum, different brand, different serum, and different labeling. So the task of the AI is to identify these 2 products correctly. Now at the result we can see that the AI has identified the different sunscreen, where I have only provided less dataset elements to the AI of this sunscreen. With the uploaded dataset of the previous sunscreen, which is more high, like approximately around 70 photos, it has identified this sunscreen in a very accurate manner of 100%. This shows 0% of error in the AI. So we can see here at the result, sunscreen ratios prediction shows that sunscreen is 100%, serum is 0, which is obviously correct. And as well as in same as the serum I have used a different brand, and even though the labeling is not at a perfect level, it's blood, the AI identified it as 100% serum, which is true. So the final AI model for me at the testing level 4 has shown 100% accurate level. Now let's see a live example. In Google Teachable model, I'm going to upload one of my demo thing. So the demo, I am uploading the sunscreen, and I'm going to check it. It shows 100% sunscreen. So next I will just upload a different image where it is a long preview shot of an sunscreen, where I have kept the sunscreen in a very high distance. Here comes the twist. If the distance increases, the quality and the identification of the image reduces. So the AI isn't able to identify the product. It shows 40% of sunscreen and 60% of serum. These are all the difficulties I placed while doing this project. So let's see what are all the mistakes that remain. When I used the same as the long distance image, the model was unable to identify the extreme change in light and conditions after the extreme change in the light conditions affected the predictions. And the angle, if I take let's assume that this image, like this sharp angle image, here the angle is too sharp, as the AI can't identify that. So image quality will decrease, and also the identification percentage will also decrease. Also, tuning the parameters is a very critical role in this area. Even a light change in the parameter will cause the AI to not function properly, and more. Now, what I learned about AI is AI learns from example rather than programming. The quality of the training data directly affects the model performance. So, programming alone does not increase the quality and quantity of the AI. Mainly, the how data what we provide, the data set, what we feed the AI, tunes the AI to a perfection level. And AI models should go undergo repeated testing and more we should give more data to it to make it a perfect AI agent. Thank you so much.